This is entry 46, Bill Adkin's life. And today, Bill will sing for us the first verse and the chorus of What Child Is This? Before he tells us some new memories about feeding birds and squirrels. Go ahead, Bill.
What child is this who glide to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping? This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him laud, and babe the Son of Mary. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him laud, the babe the Son of Mary.
Thank you. That is my favorite Christmas carol. I appreciate you singing that. How about you tell us now some of your new memories about feeding the birds and the squirrels?
Well, near us is a place called Parker Park. And the Parker Lake is just 4 blocks down from us. And you go to the lake first, and then you turn along it, and you go to the park. And it's unbelievable what life there is in the park, and before the park. I learned a little bit about the the Florida chicken, which is a white bird and has a long beak that curves down, and it's very friendly, and it loves to eat bread and anything else that it can swallow. I like to give them bread because they aren't going to choke on it and not be able to swallow properly. In going into the park, you finally leave the road, and they have paths that are colored, red, blue, and so on. So you can follow these paths through the park and stop and watch soccer fields. They have picnics. They have big buildings which have screened rooms in them, so you can have a family outing and just have a ball there. And I think that's so wonderful for the people here in Lakeland to build that thing, and especially where it's located. But what I do is I like to take a little bit of popcorn if I have some. I like to take some peanuts, and I like to take bread. And I go along, and let's say I run up, see some squirrels. Then I'll take some nuts and throw them at them and watch them sit there and pick and smell it and then take off and hide it. And I just sit there and patiently wait for them to take about a half a dozen peanuts, and then I go on to the next stop. And I might see some brownish, long-necked, trying to think of what the proper word is.
Herons or cranes?
Cranes that are really, they're tall, they're 3 feet tall. And it's just unbelievable. They're beautiful. And when I run across some, I sit there and throw bread at them, and boy, they gobble that up like you can't believe.
I've seen you with the wood storks too. The same thing.
Wood stork, yes. The thing is that all kinds of life is here in Parker Park. And if you're patient enough and you stay long enough, you can see almost every kind of conceivable bird that's available in Florida. And I think it's wonderful that we have an opportunity to give life, extra life to birds and animals. Um,
What
it's-
about that pink bird?
That's that isn't that pink with some brown on each end.
Maybe. I don't remember.
It and it's also a pretty good size. And again, they're friendly. If once you throw some bread at them, and I don't mean a slice of bread, I mean a piece. Tear off a little piece and throw it at them. Tear off a piece. Sometimes they'll fly away, but all of a sudden they realize you're giving them food, and they come back. And I've had as many as I would say 100 birds all around me throwing bread at them, and I feel bad because I can only feed maybe 20 of them, not all of them. But it's just a miracle of God that they have this place called Parker Park.
The spoonbill rosacea, the rosacea spoonbill, that's that pink one.
Yeah.
That its beak is different because it's flat and looks like a spoon to scoop things up. It's cool. So I wanted to ask you though, tell me about something that's not so friendly in those waters.
Oh, well, there's something that, let's see, you and I went to church one day. And on the way to church, I stopped and I said, "Oh, look, there's an alligator." And you said, "No, there's no alligators here." And I said, "Well, look over there." And you looked over there and it suddenly moved. And you screamed almost and says, "Oh, an alligator!" And off we went. And we have been very cautious where the water comes up within about 9 feet of the sidewalk to move along very quickly because we don't want to stop when if some guy says, "Hey, oh, look at their lunch." But there have been some accidents here, and there have been some children gone and some puppies gone, and I think it's too bad. But people just don't think about the fact that there can be an alligator here to get hungry and eat something. So we're careful. We are very careful, but it's a wonderful thing to do on the way to church. And it's about, I would say, 6 miles to church. And it's unbelievable, the bird life that is right along the water, which is at the edge of the sidewalk. And when I have feed, I feed them. If I don't, I just go right by. But we're lucky. We're here in a place in Florida where we can stop and enjoy birds and squirrels and alligators.
Thanks so much for sharing, Bill. We're getting closer. We only have a few more left. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay.